So one complaint I do have about Euphoria is the character of McKinley, I think his name is, something like that. It starts with Mick. He's like he's like one of the nicer jocks. He's dating Sydney Sweeney's character. I thought their relationship was really interesting. So was her relationship with the guy who dressed up as Ted Bundy. I thought I'd say that. Anyway, I thought that was really interesting in Euphoria. I'm editing here, so this is something I thought I'd add in editing kind of thing. Something I thought their relationship really interesting. I just felt as a character, it felt a bit like two-dimensional and not the most interesting. Their relationship, was it just him? Like, he's a bit of a douchebag, but not like, it's like not an interesting way of doing it. Like, he's a douchebag, but I don't care as much. Like, when he does bad stuff, I hate that he does it because I really like Sydney Sweeney's character and I feel sad for her. But besides that, I just think the show was a better douche character in Nate. Is really interesting, getting sexuality, all that. But also, I really like Sydney Sweeney in this because it's the same thing with Megan Fox and Jennifer Tilly actually. Why they're some of my favourite actresses. It's like they're unabashedly not afraid to be sexual or use their sexuality in film for a role or by themselves, and I'm just really happy that they get to do that. Because obviously some actresses are forced to do it, otherwise they'd lose the role. But when an actress like reclaims it and uses it as like an empowering moment, nudity and all that, like uses it to empower themselves, that's really good, and I like that. And the three actresses I mentioned do really use sexuality to empower them. Megan Fox, especially with Jennifer's body, that was really good. And Sydney Sweeney feels like a more controversial version of Megan Fox. Megan Fox, I think she's bisexual, so I don't think she voted for Trump because she seems like a very nice person. Whereas Sydney Sweeney's controversial stuff have happened, which the jeans thing was kind of stupid how people reacted. Finding out she's a conservative, like lots of people in America are, and I don't think she's a bad actress just because she's a conservative. Like, yeah, if she is a conservative, because I don't remember if this was clarified or not, but if she is, so what? It's not the best thing, but she's still a good actress, as long as she's not using the platform of acting to say trans, LGBTQAI plus people suck, as long as she's not saying that kind of stuff. I don't care, as long as she's not J.K. Rowling. Like using her platform to harm people. It's okay. Because remember, not all conservatives are horrible people who think minorities suck. Some of them focus of economic stuff, background stuff, and that's just how they're raised. And I do think it's important to educate, not attack people, because there is a difference. Another thing is, it's also good if we, think about how not every conservative is voting because they hate minorities. There's other reasons for them to vote for Trump. Well, now with everyone burning their MAGA hats because Trump made a picture of himself as Jesus, I think people who voted for him are realising they're not very happy with voting for him, and well, that realisation might help them, learn and evolve, which I'm all for learning and evolving. Is a good thing. So that's just I thought I'd add this in editing. So Euphoria season 1 just finished it. Thought it was fucking amazing. If I was to say like which I didn't what episode would stand out for me, definitely Carnival one and the last episode just for visuals alone. The first one was really good. They all had the same quality, which I appreciate, and it kept me really engaged, which sometimes is hard to do to keep me watching. but like I watched it in a day, so that's how I know I really like a show. If I watch it all in a day, and I thought it was really amazing. I'd probably give it 9.7 or 9.8 out of 10. Just because I thought few things could have been tweaked to make it perfect. First, the thing that stands out, obviously, the visuals are amazing. The acting, the standouts for me were Sydney Sweeney, Zendaya, of course, and Jacob Elordi. They were all brilliant. And the only things I'd like kind of tweak was maybe the whole pedophile subplot with Carl Jacobs and Hunter Schafer's character. Like that thing, I'd tweak it a bit so that he gets more punished. I'd keep in mind I've just started season 2, like I'm 26 minutes into it, so I don't know if he ends up getting punished or what. All I know is in season 3 there's some weird stuff going on, but besides that I am clueless to if he gets punished or not, so I will have to stay tuned. So I'm gonna hold a full rant kind of thing until I've watched all of season 2. But besides that, yeah, I thought it was perfect. Also with Nate's plot about his sexuality, I thought could have been explored a bit better, because I get the subtext is closeted. I don't know if everyone could, like, because not everyone's gonna get that. I think if they like explored it a bit more, but they might do that in other seasons, make him a closeted bi or gay man, probably bi or pan even. Besides that, yeah, perfect. Zendaya was probably the best thing in this, because she's a brilliant actress. I don't think she's ever had a bad role. And also, with people complaining that the creator of the show is a bit of a freak. Yeah, no shit. Obviously, it's a bit weird, but like, they're all adults, like, the actors. Yeah, they're teens, but it's like Halloween or Friday the 13th. Like, late teenagers, like 17, nearly 18. They do this stuff. That's why a lot of slashers have that trope. They do this kind of stuff in real life. Obviously, I don't experience it yet, thankfully. But they do go through this kind of stuff, and I think it's important to show that. So, like, that's why that probably gives it more stars in my book. But yeah, besides what I've said, it's perfect, and also for showrunner, creator, writer being a freak. What male straight writer doesn't indulge in their own sexual fantasies in media? Quentin Tarantino has a thing for feet, and all the other directors, most of them do that kind of stuff for their films. Do I need to mention that Game of Thrones has an unjustified amount of women nudity when they don't need the nudity? The story would function fine without sex. It would. Or they don't need to show it. But you don't hear people complaining about that, I'm just saying. You never needed the nudity. It could have been implied. So I'm just saying. I do know I have heard about dog and baby stuff in season 3, but I'm holding out that idea is linked to OnlyFans, which I thought like the internet's become accustomed to that kind of OnlyFans stuff. I just think it's like it's realistic that someone would do that kind of stuff because people have. I also think it's like people shouldn't really the people complaining shouldn't really complain. It's like they didn't complain about some of the stuff in Heat or Rivalry or stuff like that. That got pretty freaky. Is what I say. Euphoria is a lot like Heartstopper, where the sexual stuff progresses the story, which I don't mind. As long as it's progressing the story, I don't give a shit. This does progress a really good story. I like how it tackles substance abuse with Rue, or the visuals, even if the visuals were stolen from a younger artist, they're still amazing. And I saw a trailer for that Michael thing was in IMAX. I don't really see why that's in IMAX compared to other films, but if Euphoria ever got a big screen release like one of the episodes, like the season 1 finale or the season 1 pilot, I'd want them in IMAX because they're brilliant, and well, that's all I have to say. I'll say my thoughts on season 2 later, like when I've watched it. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing where it's going, what it will explore with characters' sexuality, because I think this season 2 is the last one where they're in high school, then they're like called adults in season 3. So yeah, just to see how it goes, and bye.